Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deeper, else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Gets it out quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Robinson will throw. He finds his man. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And what a great matchup we have of 2 highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These 2 running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
They'll leave it with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Robinson looking to pass. Fires one high and deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Slams ahead. Down. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Connection to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Second and short now after that completion. They'll go to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying play action. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He's back to throw on second down. Gets rid of it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell, locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him, and not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying clean. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Use the play fake, now to throw. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a 1st down play. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everything.
He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Mitchell. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now setting up shop in the red zone. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
At the 8-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Looking to the end zone. He's in for the touchdown. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was safe.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. Here's the give off the left side. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Robinson will throw. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. To the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give is to Smith. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An 84-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabs it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Robinson looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play calls and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Power football with the run. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Got him downfield. And he's got a touchdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker Pollard for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shutting down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellows, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense set on first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it inside the 10. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They bring the punter onto the field now. On the return, it's Harrington. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the move and looking deep. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's going to pass. Coming after it. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pulls and fires complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's good. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got the quick pass. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Robinson will throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's good. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Off play action. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break, at some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Robinson looking to pass. He caught it. Into the end zone for a touchdown. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's McPherson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day. So been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate in throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He looks that one in nicely. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going for it all. It's complete. A huge pickup. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun. Give on the inside. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Diggs. Fights off a defender. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. And here comes the offense on second down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Might as well stick with him. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It is good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Stone. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The hand to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets into him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation.
The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Open space at the 25. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the tight end.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Right back to the well. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. It's second down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor and make him forget that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It leads to second down.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Brings up third down.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one.